So you see, in institutional management, the paper is institutional management, and this is MES-44. Today, we will discuss the concept of classroom. So one question is for you all. What is classroom? What is classroom? What do you
सर
mean
आमे
by
कहि परियो क्लासरूम हो जोडे फॉर्मल एनवायरनमेंट सर क्लासरूम टा जोडे फॉर्मल एनवायरनमेंट जहा माध्यम रे कि छोटे हम फॉर्मल वे रे हमें गोटे शिक्षा प्रोवाइड करता हो जहा कि गोटे ऑब्जेक्टिव फिक्स रहता है तो ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव करिया पे बहुत गुडा में एक्टिविटी करता हो बा किसी हम टीचिंग देता हो जहा पड़ले से लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव टा फुलफिल होता है
very good? Any other? Yes. As Tapan told, classroom is a room which has been set up in formal system of education. So in formal system of education, the students go to the go to the school, and they sit inside a classroom as per their enrollment class, and they participate in different type of teaching learning activities organized by different subject teachers. And this provides a learning environment. The room provides a learning environment. In this, the learners, along with the teacher, they are making themselves interactive or transaction through different activities, through different techniques. They are sharing their experiences. So one can learn from others in a classroom context. And all the activities, all the sharing of experiences, all the interactions which bring the cognitive development of the child, affective development of the child, and psychomotor development of the child. As a result, the teacher can able to bring the holistic development of a child, that is known as body, mind, and spirit. So, classroom is a learning environment. Classroom is a room which renders or provides holistic development to the child. For example, in our regular classroom, it may be school, it may be secondary school or higher secondary school or higher education. Everywhere there is a classroom transaction, there is classroom interaction. So students are interacting inside the classroom, and it is basically depend upon the face-to-face activities. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
yes
Right.
sir
Here is the face-to-face activities. Every child gets the scope to ask his or her doubt, to do the work in collaboration and cooperation with the friends, and taking the assistance of the teacher. So learners assemble in a classroom from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. or anyway, that may be 7 periods or 8 periods. And in the whole periods, they are working curricular areas, other curricular areas. Suppose sports or game period is there, library activities period is there, any moral lessons class is there, gardening work is there. In between that 10 to 4, the students are participating in variety of activities in the classroom context, in the school context. So this is all about classroom. Then come to the management. So when we know the concept of classroom, the next step of the teacher or the vital role of the teacher is how to manage the classroom effectively. Am I right? Are you agree with
Yes.
me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So management of classroom is very important. Classroom management refers सुशांत बाबू हाँ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଅନଲାଇନ୍ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ଅଛି ହଁ ସେ ନେଇ ଆସିଛି ମୁଁ ଯିବି 7ଟା ବେଳକୁ ଯିବି ସାରି କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା okay so uh, classroom management refers to the variety of skills and techniques which are to be followed and used by the teacher to help the learners in their learning, to eradicate their difficulties, to solve their problems. There means students' problems, to solve the students' problems, and to draw the attention of the learners, to give focus on the academic achievement of the learners. So in a classroom management, it's the duty of a teacher to understand the students first. Suppose there are 30 students in a class. If we ask a teacher today, if we ask any teacher, sir, can you say whereabout of each and every student of your class? Most of the teachers can say no. Why? There are different reasons. But unless and until you know the child first, you are not able to manage the classroom effectively. Because the child comes from variety of socio-economical background, the home environment is different, the previous knowledge is different, the interest of the children are also different. Suppose I am taking history class. During the time, most of the students are taking interest to play cricket in the field. If I will take the class, can I manage the class effectively? Yes? What is your response? Do you understand my point?
I think no, sir, because the
Yes.
students will be interested in the match.
You are right, Sasmita. You are right. So when students are not interested, they are taking interest in a game or cricket or volleyball or football, any game. During that time, my duty is what strategy I have to follow to change the interest of the students from cricket to classroom transaction. That is the very wonderful technique how to manage the classroom effectively. Then love and affection. The teacher's behavior is very important. Teacher's attitude, positive attitude, also plays the vital role managing the classroom effectively. Teacher's knowledge, content knowledge, teacher's pedagogic skill, teacher's skills of questioning, teacher's skills of using TLM in proper context, in proper situation, motivating the learners towards learning. So these are the variety of techniques and skills the teacher must have to use to manage the classroom effectively, to draw the attention of the students towards him or her. Need for classroom management. Do you think the effective classroom management is very essential for the effectiveness of the teaching learning practice or activities? What is your opinion?
Yes, sir. Obviously, sir.
Obviously,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Yes. So classroom management is very important because of different reasons. What are they? Now let us discuss one by one. One is it sets clear expectations for students' behavior. We know, the teacher knows Students' behavior is very important. What is learning? What is learning? Anybody who can say what is learning?
Sir, modification of behavior.
Modification or change of behavior. So here, clear expectations for students' behavior means always we expect the right behavior from the students to change their odd behavior to good behavior, to modify their odd behavior to good behavior as per requirement of the society. So behavior change is very important. Modification of behavior is very important. So therefore, proper classroom management is very essential. Without managing the classroom properly, so we cannot help the child to modify their behavior, to change their behavior. This is a very important need. Second need is, it sets out how to deal with misbehavior. What the teachers are generally does to address the misbehavior of the students? Anybody? What is the general practice? Anybody can say?
Punishment, sir.
Punishment. So it is a, do you think it is right?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Mausumi told yes. Okay. Madhusmita, your opinion is no.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Mausumi told yes. Madhusmita no. Any other's opinion?
The punishment is acceptable to some extent.
Okay. So Sasmita also gives her
Sir,
opinion.
negative reinforcement should be done.
Okay. Okay. So you all are right, but we have to judiciously punish the child which can motivate him in the positive way. Punishment is two types: physical punishment and mental punishment. So dear learners, as the students of master degree in education, you should remember one thing. You have to remember one thing. Don't try to give any mental punishment to any child in any shape. In any type of mental punishment, we should not give our students. As much as
Sir,
possible, love and affection must be. Yes, Madhusmita, kuha.
Sir, school campus ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼ ଅକ୍ଷରରେ ଲେଖି ଦେଇଛି ଦଣ୍ଡମୁକ୍ତ ଅଞ୍ଚଳ।
ନାଇଁ ସେ ତ ଠିକ ଅଛି। ଆମେ ବେଳେ ବେଳେ ଇମୋସନାଲ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ବି ଦେଇ ଦଉ। ଘରେ ବାପା ମା ଯୋଉ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଦିଅନ୍ତି, that is emotional punishment, but that hurts the child more. ବାପା ମା କଥା ହେବେନି, ଭଲ ଖରାପ ମାର୍କ ରଖିବାର ପିଲା ବି କିଛି ଦୁଷ୍ଟାମି କଲା, ତା ସହିତ 2-4 ଦିନ 5 ଦିନ କଥା ହେବେନି, that also affects the mental health of the learner. That is very dangerous. So any type of punishment is to be avoided, but especially mental punishment should not be given to any child. It is more harmful than physical punishment. कारण गोटे पिला को हमें दीपारे बाड़े देले से काली की बुरमान नथबो ता दर्ज कमेले सरीगला, किंतु mental punishment gives the pain to the child, it is stands forever. जदि आमे जणको अपमान दउछे अन्य मानक सम्मुखरे, सेटा तार इम्प्रिंट हे कि माइंड रे रही गला. Today I told my colleagues, today, just we discussed, that during my career, teachership career, whenever always I warn the students who are doing mistake or any wrong. But when I am giving the mark in any form, it may be in practical, it may be evaluation, it may be any form of marks, I try my best to become judicious first and not to reach harm to any childs. गोटे पिलार जदि परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी तार आज इट इज परफॉर्मेंस अनुजाई आमे ताकू मार्क दबार आवश्यकता रही। गोटे पिलार परफॉर्मेंस नाही, मु काई कते कथा कहूची पिला माने तुम जानि पारुथिबो, you are facing different type of examinations and in different time you are not satisfied with your marks and grades. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why it happens? Why it happens? It happens due to lack of judicious ability of the faculties who are evaluating your papers. जो सारे खाता टी देखते इवालुएट करती प्रॉपर्ली तांकर दूरदृष्टि अभाव बा लैक ऑफ कंटेंट नॉलेज makes the result of poor marking for the students. Some teachers are average teachers, they are giving average mark. So bright students, good students are suffering in that condition. And the low grade students can get also average mark. So there is no difference between good, average and below average students. Some very talented teachers are there. They are assessing the child's performance in their light, so that only a few students who are meritorious, they can get benefit, but others do not get benefit. They are suffering a lot. So always we try our best as a teacher, how to give justice to the child first, how to give the justice. So classroom management is very essential to bring the modification or change in the behavior of the students. So punishment is not the only way to bring the change in the behavior of the students. It creates a more positive learning environment because all the students are inside the classroom under the leadership of a teacher. They are doing the teaching learning practice or variety of activities with the direct supervision of the teacher, and the peer interaction is there, peer learning is there. They can take the help of their friends. They use the TLM. They participate in different teaching learning activities. They are also participating in different type of techniques like dramatization, storytelling, or any other very interesting practices. So which create positive learning environment inside the classroom. Obviously, when the child enjoy, or when the child gives pleasure while learning inside the classroom, that obviously give positive learning environment. And every child wants or tries to or take interest to learn and to know different things and facts. Till today, आज दिन रे मध्य मु मोर टीचर मानक सहित बसे पुराना टीचर जो एक्सपीरियंस एवं भरी ज्ञानी गुणी लोक मु बहुत कथा सुने पचारे variety of questions I ask to them and try to listen. Why? कहीं एक कथा मु करे. Hello.
सर वेराइटी ऑफ नॉलेज गेन करिया पे जोटा
Yes.
बुक रे मिलते हैं.
Yes. So as a teacher, when you become the friend of a student, when you create positive environment inside the classroom, the students can ask freely their queries, their doubts, their difficulties. They can share their activities with the teacher. एपरी घरे बापू माँ को न कही पारंती शिक्षक सहित शेयर कर देबे. Okay, it improves students' learning and academic success. Classroom activities helps the learner to improve, to develop their learning and academic success, means better achievement in their academic activities. But today, most of the students, like college students, school students, as well as university students, they are taking interest to watch only YouTube and other digital platform. They are avoiding the face-to-face mode classrooms. What is your opinion? Whether they are doing good or they are doing not good? Yes?
सर डिपेंड करूची सिचुएशन ऊपर तांको पे जदी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम अछि त एबे बहुत पिला कॉम्पिटिटिव नॉलेज गेन पे किंतु स्किल हे गला किछि वैल्यू हे गला किछि मोरल वैल्यू हे गला त तो गोटे सी गोटे बेस्ट टीचर टू शिखी परिबो माने जो डेली लाइफ तो संगे इंटरेक्शन करी तांग संगे तो डिपेंड करूची ऑफलाइन टीचिंग और ऑनलाइन टीचिंग दिटा को डिफरेंट
Then my question is, listen again, you all. My question is, a school going student or college going student who is in regular platform in formal education program, getting have the scope to attend the regular classes and interact with the friends and teachers in their academic area. But they are, instead of avoiding the regular classes, they are only listening the YouTube and different digital platforms for their preparation for the examination. My question is, in this context, whether they are doing good or doing bad.
सर कही परिबा कि बैड कारण गोटे पिला जदी रेगुलर स्कूल जाके टीचर माने से इंटरेक्ट करियो पियर माने को से इंटरेक्ट करिवो तो तार बहुत गुडे किछि वैल्यू डेवलप हे पारे मोरल वैल्यू जेमे कहली
More answer darkar. Doing it good or bad? What is Madhusmita? What is your opinion?
Sir, bad. कारण माने कारण ऑफलाइन ऑफलाइन क्लास ले समस्त सब सर मान को सहित माने अट्रैक्शन होबो स्टूडेंट मान को सहित स्टूडेंट मान को
Okay. Any others opinion?
सर ऑफलाइन क्लास रे स्टूडेंट और टीचर मानक भितर भलो इंटरेक्शन होता है एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन था
Okay. So just I am not telling good and bad. Just I am giving you 2 or 3 examples. Then you can compare and know whether it is good or bad. Suppose a student attending a class or doing a class in distance mode and doing a regular mode. You see, when they both are joining the profession after completing their degree, no doubt the student who completed the degree in distance mode is more talented, he has more content knowledge. But in case of transaction, in the practical use of the knowledge, who is better? Who is better?
मैम सर ऑफलाइन जे क्लास करथी तो तापे के कंटेंट
Yes, offline
से रेगुलर क्लास रे माने टीचर माने से तो एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करला तांग संगे डिबेट कंपटीशन करला माने किछि सेमिनार अटेंड करला तो
very good. Just I want to know this. So who attends the class regularly, there is a scope to interact with others. There is a scope to observe with others activities. Even if he is speaking, it depends upon this listening. So in different platforms, the offline platform is more valuable. You may take the help of digital platform, YouTube, any other platform. There is no problem. But you may take in the holidays or in the leisure hours or evening hour or morning hour. But any student should not lose the offline class every day. In addition to attending the offline class, if you take the help of other digital platforms, that will help a child how to improve his both content and pedagogic skills. And especially in a teaching profession, in the education students, they must have to get more benefit from the face-to-face mode classroom. Because after the degree, they will attend the classes regularly and they will meet to fulfill the need and requirement of the students every day. How can they meet the students' requirement if they are not attending the classes regularly, if they have no content knowledge, if they have no pedagogic skills? So pedagogic skills, content, it is all right. Content knowledge you can gain from distance mode or digital platform. But how can you get the pedagogic skill without practice, without participation? So this is my point. So it improves the students' learning and academic success. It makes it easier for you as a teacher. The last point is relates to this. It makes it easier for you as a teacher. For a teacher, the classroom transaction or management of classroom is very important. Therefore, in a regular transaction mode, every prospective teacher can acquire the skills and techniques how to manage the classroom effectively and to meet the need of the learners and to help them to solve their difficulties and problems. These are the different needs for classroom management. Then, schools of thoughts on classroom management. What are the different schools of thoughts in classroom management? One is authoritarian school. These are the different schools of thought. They have given their own suggestions, views, opinions, how to manage the classroom effectively. One is authoritarian school. Second is permissive school. Third is behavioral modification school. Then interpersonal relationship, scientific, limit setting approach, cognitive behaviorism, humanistic, discipline oriented school. So variety of schools of thoughts are there. Now think about the authoritarian school. Who can say what is the meaning of authoritarian school? Anybody?
Sir, authoritarian school means कही परिया कि स्कूल पाखरे अथॉरिटी पावर था कि से सब कुछ डिसाइड करते स्टूडेंट मान को माने एते इन्वॉल्व करे न थाए तांका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रखने तांका नीड इंटरेस्ट ऊपर फोकस करेनी जेमिति पॉलिटिक्स से हम रशिया रे गला बा चाइना से गला तो गोटे गोटे मात्र ग्रुप था से कि स्टार पॉलिटिक्स पावर देखे था स्कूल ले जदी सेमिति है एटा कही परिया अथॉरिटेरियन स्कूल
Okay, very good, very good. Any others? Madhusmita?
Sir, one teacher centered class.
Teacher centered, very good. Yes, yes, nice. Any other?
सर एटा कही परिया पावर आर सेंट्रलाइज
Okay. Okay, you all are right. So authoritarian school relates to the teacher-centered approach. The power is, upon told, is centralized with the authority. That means the teacher will take every decision. Teacher does the work as per his or her interest. Students' interests are neglected. They are not giving the scope for their prosperity. They are always keep into the restriction, like telling like what I say you have to do this. So it facilitates rote learning practice instead of constructivism approach. So in this way, authoritarian school creates a problem or hindrances to manage the classroom very effectively. So in authoritarian schools of thought, classroom management should maintain the strict discipline, punishment. जो punishment कथा में आलोचना करते so corporal punishment is necessary to manage the classroom. So it is not necessary. You see, if we make the force to anyone, he or she can do, but cannot use his intelligence or interest while doing the work. If flexibility, love and affection, and proper motivation is there, they can do the work with proper involvement, with satisfaction, with interest. They can involve and they can do the work. Permissive school. What is permissive school? Yes?
सर परमिसिव स्कूल में कहि परबे कि स्टूडेंट माने पाके ऑटोनॉमी थाए माने फ्रीडम थाए किंतु से जो लैक ऑफ कम पे ही पारे हेटा ता जो किछि लैक ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर रही पारे तांको जो डिसिप्लिन भितरे जहा कोले रे हमर जो लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव और आउटकम थाए माने ठीक टाइम रे अचीव करि हुए फ्लेक्सिबल बेसी थाए
Any other? Yes?
Sir, it is the opposite of authoritarian school.
हाँ रोशनी कुह टे लाउड वॉइस कर रोशनी
Sir, it is the opposite of authoritarian school.
very good nice yes so
Student center.
authoritarian
कि स्टूडेंट्स मानकर फ्रीडम आ तांकर चॉइस को बेसी इंपोर्टेंस दिया जाए.
good nice thank you so classroom management while the teacher manages the classroom activities he must or she must have to think about the interest of the students motivation is very important, students participation is very important, students actively involvement is very important. Then behavior modification, what is behavior modification? It is very easy.
सर मेन स्कूल रो ऑब्जेक्टिव हैला स्टूडेंट मान को पॉजिटिव केमिति मॉडिफिकेशन आनिबा स्कूल रे
Yes,
बिहेवियर रे
their personality, to improve the personality of the students, to improve the positive attitude, emotional attachment, love for the nation, love for the human being. Service to mankind is service to God. That must be rolled on in the mind. How can we do this? We can do this only inculcating the values through different activities, and the students are getting scope to involve in those activities. Then we can say, or we can help the child to modify their behavior in a positive prospect, in a positive manner. Then interpersonal relationship. What is interpersonal relationship?
सर इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप फॉलो फोकस करे कि इंडिविजुअल और इंडिविजुअल रिलेशनशिप नाही कि माने गोटे पर्सन आ जण भीतर रिलेशन को माने मेंटेन केन करे कम्युनिकेशन केन.
Okay. Any other?
Sir, a good relationship between teacher and student.
Teacher student, student student, teacher
Peer
student
group.
parent, teacher student community. So every in between all, the relationship should be holistic. The relationship should be cordial, healthy, intentional, and familiar. So relationship is very, very important in between the individual to individual, student to student, teacher and student. So that interpersonal relationship helps each and everyone to think about the better future. आमे ओडिया रे प्रवाद अछि दुई लोक झगड़ा हेले लाभ कार
तृतीय व्यक्ति
ତୃତୀୟ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିର
तृतीय लोकर लाभ. One day the monkey and the cat they quarrel for a cake. Monkey is very cunning and he told, so we can divide both. Then automatically the larger part and the appropriate large part of the larger part should be eaten by me, and every time he divided two with a small part and small piece and a large piece or big piece, and the rest part of the big piece eaten by the monkey. Gradually, lastly, all the parts he ate, or the monkey ate. So due to quarrel between two, two cats were quarreling. So mediator was the monkey, and in between the monkey mediating and ate all the cakes. Lastly, the cats returned with a pale face or with a pen. माने तृतीय लोक बेनिफिट से टिके टिके बड़ सान करी भाग करथाय बड़ टिके जोटा हला निजे खाइ दउथाय एमती खाइ के से शब्द खाइ दला ए जण कानमुंडा उसी कर गले. आम देश पराधीन हे गला कोन भी पराधीन हला इतिहास पढ़ी आम समस्ते कह टिके आम कहीं पराधीन हेले
निज निज भितर राजा मान विषय गोटे बॉन्डिंग नथला जे नै गोटिए को आमे फोकस करिया हम भितर यूनिटी नथला
yes our interpersonal relationship was not cordial was not suitable we didn't believe each other we quarrel in between ourselves in the sake of property and power so dear learners you remember property and power is nothing today who have power and property tomorrow it may be it may not be but one thing is their relationship is continues forever your good personality can give you the respect forever your behavior your attitude your temperament and your involvement in different work can give you prestige and respect forever in the society and in the mind of the others so interpersonal relationship schools of thought that also manage the classroom activities very smoothly and effectively. To manage the classroom activities, relationship between student teacher should be very, very close. Then scientific school. What is scientific school? Yes.
Sir, scientific school follows standard norms and specific objective and systematic organize of the activity.
Good. Okay, Kaibo. Any other?
Sir, not only based on textbook center.
Not only based on textbook center. Okay. Yes, any other? No one.
Sir,
No one.
Activity
experiment
based and
question.
problem solving method.
Activity based and problem solving methods.
Problem solving method.
Okay.
And
Very,
experimental method as well.
very good. Very good. So
Sir,
scientific.
experiment based method.
Okay, you all are right. So one thing is scientific means what is science? Now science is not story. Science is not thought what we think that may happen next time, next moment. Science is based on truth. Science is based on experiment. Science is based on scientific reason. It is not a story. It is not imaginary thought. It is not any type of unscientific fact. So scientific school advocates to adopt scientific techniques and methods and skills to manage the classroom activities. For example, you listen. Suppose as a teacher, I am helping the students to teach in their classroom using direct method in teaching English. What is direct method? So in scientifically, there are number of principles. What are principles? Now, the first principle is in direct method, mother tongue is not allowed to use while we are teaching the students following direct method. There is a direct bond in between word and objects, and it will construct directly with the direct experience of the learner. For example, the drumstick. Showing the drumstick, if I can say, what is this, students? This is drumstick. So there is a direct contact between the eyesight and the image in the mind formed. So this is a drumstick. ସେଠି ଡ୍ରମଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ଅର୍ଥ ସଜନା ଛୁଇଁ ପିଲା ଏଇ ଉଡ଼େ ଜାଣିଲା ନାହିଁ ସେ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି ଜାଣିଲା ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ସଜନା ଛୁଇଁ ବାଇଗଣ ଆଳୁ କଖାରୁ କହୁଛେ ସେ ଯେମିତି ଇଂରାଜୀରେ ଷ୍ଟଫଟାକୁ ଜାଣିଲା डायरेक्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन थ्रू डायरेक्ट बॉन्ड क्रिएट हैला तार मेंटल इमेज क्रिएट हैला so this is drumstick, this is onion, this is potato, this is jackfruit, this is pineapple. This is the principle. Next, other principles are there, and all the principles are fixed in the proper ways, proper following proper techniques. That is known as scientific procedure. Similarly, other technique like experimental method or observation method or any other group activities or any other techniques are there. So that must be done in a scientific way. Means proper procedure should be adopted, coherence should be maintained, kaha pare kaun habo. The reliable TLM should be prepared and used in the real context, which can help the child to learn instead of creating hindrance in the way of learning. Next is limit setting approaches school. What is limit setting approach school? What is limit setting approach school? Yes, anyone?
Sir, limit setting approach of school refers to determining specific limit or boundaries to how to achieve these goals and objectives in this certain period.
Any other? Yes. Anybody? No one is there. Only Tapana responded. No, dita jinsa note kara. The rules or procedure as well as anticipating students modifying behavior and acceptance. Students modifying behavior and acceptance. Mandaila?
Sir.
Clear rule and regulation. Clear procedure is there. Limit setting approach school says about clear and very coin-size rule. Clear-cut principle is there. Positive thought, positive reinforcement must be play another important role. Age-appropriate class, age-appropriate activities, and age-appropriate expectation of their achievement. Everything should be done logically. For example, classroom activities as per routine or timetable. As per age and previous experience, task will be given, assignment will be given to do. Positive reinforcement must be rendered. Time should be flexible. There is no rigid timetable. Communication between student, parent, student, teacher, parent. So these are the different principles of limit setting approaches school. Another is cognitive behaviorism school. Focus is on cognitive development or development of the mind, development of the mental thought, brainstorming, and activities related to the mind of the children. That is cognitive behaviorism school. Who can say what is a humanistic school? What is a humanistic school?
Sir, humanistic school follows student interest, student need, and student interest, need, and ability.
Okay. Any other?
It follows a holistic approach to bring out the holistic development in the student. Student-centered approach to learning.
Okay, very good. Yes, Gelly, you are. What is your good name, Gelly? Here, your name shows Gelly.
Simarani Pradhan. Simarani Pradhan, sir.
Sivani,
Simarani Pradhan.
audible helani. Outre.
Simarani Pradhan, sir.
Simarani.
Again.
Simarani. Okay, Sima, you are right. So you see, humanistic means related to human being. Humanistic approach means human being. Who are the human being? The students. So they are to be treated like a human. Human means their interest, their motivation is very important. So in school, student-centric approach must be followed for learning. It emphasizes on support service. Student center means students are to be supported by the teacher and other friends, and it helps for self-motivation and self-learning. The students are motivated themselves and they have to take part actively in their teaching learning activities, teaching learning process. And focus is given on self-evaluation and peer evaluation. Pila nijuku nije assess karibo ta sanga madhya pila ko assess karibo. Instead of doing one or two types of activity, variety of activities are to be organized and the students are allowed to get involved actively in the different type of activities. Inside the environment and outside environment should be interrelated closely. What they learn inside the classroom, that should be applied in the society. What they apply in the society, what result they got, that will be shared inside the classroom. So these are different principles of humanistic school of thought related to classroom management. जेतेबेला हमें classroom manage करूछु, humanistic approach को मध्य इवले हमें adopt करी था. So what benefit we are getting? It helps the learner for improving critical thinking, communication skill, creative thinking, etc. They can prepare themselves, they can make ready themselves for what? To take right decision at right time. Students became more and more capable of learning and doing. They also motivated and engaged in learning. Students are more positive thinkers and they can success in their academic activities. So these are the different benefits from humanistic schools of thoughts. What are the discipline-oriented school? What are the discipline-oriented school? Who can say? Discipline-oriented school?
So students learn their responsibility, duties.
Okay, good. Any other?
सर डिसिप्लिन
Sir,
ओरिएंटेड
school-
स्कूल दी प्रकार सर कहि परिबा सर हम डिसिप्लिन माने सब्जेक्ट स्पेसिफिक होई पारे गोटे सब्जेक्ट टू सब्जेक्ट बा गोटे करिकुलम रिलेटेड होई पारे बा डिसिप्लिन माने गोटे स्ट्रिक्ट रूल रेगुलेशन होई पारे जहा को फॉलो करथुवा स्कूल दी प्रकार होई पारे सर तो स्कूल डिसिप्लिन ना माने कोन डिसिप्लिन माने सब्जेक्ट कहे डिसिप्लिन कला माने रूल कहे
Okay. But here discipline, DISCI, PLI and a discipline oriented school here, it is completely related to the academic disciplines. Because mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, so different disciplines are there. Focus is on the specific area. Suppose a student, a teacher of mathematics, he or she has to manage the classroom, giving focus on the content of that topic only, mathematics. And variety of methods and techniques are to adopted which are very relevant to the subject or discipline. What are the the different values? What are the different? Can we go to sound? What aschi? Okay. What are the different values which are interrelated to the discipline? Responsibility, academic success, social responsibility, social activities. So everything are taken into consideration, which are related to the specific discipline or the subject area. So in the specific discipline and subject, classroom management. Suppose classroom management in mathematics class is not equal with the classroom management in science class or English class or social science class, or whether equal in all disciplines.
No, sir.
Hello,
Every discipline is unique.
separate. Ka ame jodi education MA class karuche, PED class karuche, MED class karuche, faculty जो टेक्निक्स जो मेथड्स जो स्ट्रैटेजी अडॉप्ट करिवे गोटे फिजिक्स टीचर से याको अडॉप्ट करिवे नाही. So that must be changed during classroom management of physics class, and that may be changed during social science class or history class, geography class. So these are the different schools of thought of classroom management. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Next. Determinants of classroom management. What are the different determinants of classroom management? One is punctuality in starting the lesson. Punctuality in starting the lesson. When session starts, the teacher should not be delayed. Immediately session begins, the classes should be continued. Unnecessarily, the teacher should not make delay of start the course, begin the course. Sitting arrangement is another very important determinant for classroom management. Why it is important? Suppose a low vision child is inside the classroom, and the low vision child who is sitting in the back bench of the class. So is it judicious? The child who has low vision, who is suffering from low vision, can he sit in the back bench of the class?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
The
No,
child
sir.
who has difficulty in hearing, whether he or she sit in back bench of the
No,
class?
sir.
No, sir.
Not at all. So suitably, they are to be they should sit in front of the class to listen the teacher, to properly to see the teacher, to see the blackboard, to see different teaching learning material clearly. They have to sit inside in front of the class. Suppose a tall boy is in front side, a short boy is back bench. That also creates hindrance for the short boy to see the blackboard, to see the other objects which are used on the table. So sitting arrangement is very another important determinant of classroom management. To manage the classroom effectively, so we have to give focus on sitting arrangement. Outside disturbances. What is outside disturbances? Who can say what is outside disturbances? Yes.
सर जैसे बैकग्राउंड नॉइज हो गया, लाइट हो गया, क्लासरूम ର ନାଇଟ୍ ଲାଇଟ୍ हो गला, तापर क्लासरूम बाहर किछि जदी जदी किछि रेलवे स्टेशन थिबो तो ता साउंड भी आसी पारे.
Okay. Very good.
मतलब वेराइटी
रोड
ऑफ
साइड
स्टूडेंट
स्कूल ले गाड़ी
भी
रो साउंड भी.
Yes, Pratibha, you are right also. So, the roadside schools. The students of roadside schools are always suffering from outside disturbances. Suppose a DJ is playing, a market complex is beside your school. So in different contexts, the students are suffering from outside disturbances. That must be create a hindrance in managing classroom activities effectively. So that should be that disturbance should be minimized. student talk, student talk, student discussion, discussion in between student and student, discussion between student and teacher, then filling time, another is closing time, teacher confidence is also another determinant of classroom management. How the teacher is confident to transact the class activities inside the classroom. Class size, if class size is crowd, what is the proportion of a class size? Who can say? In
Sir,
primary
30
and
30
ratio 1.
is to 1.
Sir, in 30 ratio
30
1
is to 1.
and
30 is
30
to
is to 1.
1 in
200 plus
primary.
ହେଲେ
25:1.
sir socio economical disadvantage
Is
जो group
one,
माने थिबे तांको 20
30 is to
25
1.
ratio 1.
Tell me 30 is to
Sir,
1
30 is
in
to
which
1,
class?
sir.
সেটা কোন ক্লাস পাই 30 is to 1 টা
Sir, primary. 1 to
Sir,
Primary
normal
5.
school. Sir, primary.
primary, then upper primary and secondary
35 is
Sir,
to
upper
1.
primary
200
35
to base student ହେଲେ 40 is to 1.
higher secondary, higher secondary 11 12th 11 12th class 50. In higher education every unit is 50. So these are the class size. If the class size will be more than that, so the classroom is known as class size is crowded classroom. So that will create hindrance in the managing the classroom activities. Another is curriculum. What is curriculum? Who can say what is curriculum?
Sir, curriculum is systematic organization of content, how to achieve learning outcome or learning objective.
तपन जोटा कहले सेटा समस्त नोट करिनियो. Curriculum is the systematic organization of content to achieve the learning outcome by the student. Systematic organization of a content for achievement of LOs, learning outcomes, in a specific area or discipline. In a particular discipline, the content or the activities are to be organized in a systematic way, scientifically. Why? And to help the student how to achieve the learning outcome in that discipline. That is curriculum. Variety of activities are to be organized under curriculum. That may be curricular activity, other curricular activity, and activities related to socio-personal quality of the learners, to improve the socio-personal quality of the learners. Then another determinant of classroom management, age of the learner. The learner who is in class 1, what is his age or her age?
6 sir, 1 the 6
7, sir.
6
Who is in
7
class 8? Who is in class 8?
Sir, age of 14.
14 age of 14.
So you see, difference between the children of age 6 and age 14. What is the difference?
सर हम
Age
कोई
6
परिबा कि
and age
एज 6 रे तारो एते माने कॉग्निटिव डेवलपमेंट हे नथिबो तो तारो एते भी मैच्योर माने हे नथिबो जे सोसाइटी संगे से एते इंटरेक्ट करि परथिबो किंतु एज ऑफ 14 रे से एडोलेसेंस एज एबे चाउ जे माने एंटर करजी तो तार एबे माइंड टिके डेवलप हे तो क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग ते ओटा क्रिएट करि परथिबो डाइवर्जेंट वे रे सोच बा गोटे क्वेश्चनिंग जानि परथिबो तो ता अनुसार माने क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट डिफरेंट हबो.
Okay, very good, very good. So, classroom management techniques should be followed as per the age of the learner. 6 ବର୍ଷର ପିଲାଟିଏ ତାକୁ ଯୋଉ ଟେକ୍ନିକ୍ ମୁଁ ଆଡପ୍ଟ କରିବି ଯଦି 14 ବର୍ଷର ପିଲାକୁ ସେଇ ଟେକ୍ନିକ୍ ଆଡପ୍ଟ କରିବି that will not be effective. So as a teacher I have to, or any teacher must have to learn the skills and techniques which are to be followed up for the learners of different age and ability. Different as per age, they have different experience. जे अष्टम श्रेणी रे पढुची तार जो एक्सपीरियंस तार जो बयस जे पंचम श्रेणी रे पढुची तार एक्सपीरियंस बा बयस से नुहे, इट इज डिफरेंट. Then caste and community. Community is very important. The community gives the social knowledge, practical experience to the child. So while a teacher manages the classroom activities, community involvement is he or she must be ensured for community involvement. Fathers, mothers, any other educated fellows of the society or community, they have to be invited. They have to be requested to participate in variety of activities. Audible house to mo voice ta?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Audible
sir.
होची.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Next,
please
another
repeat. While a teacher takes the class,
another determinant of classroom management is ability. We know the ability of every child is not equal. 5 fingers are not equal. 2 brothers are not equal. So how can the ability of each and every child can be equal? No, there is difference. So as for different ability, classroom management should be different. Classroom management techniques should be followed differently. So these are the different determinants of classroom management. Next, what is curriculum? Another important point is what is curriculum. I mean, जानले what is classroom? What are the कौन discussion कले? Recall करो. Yes. Digdar
Sir,
Sin.
thoughts of classroom management.
What
We
is
Yes.
have
classroom?
classroom management. What needs of classroom management? Thoughts of classroom management. Determinant of classroom management. Determinant of classroom management.
Very good. अनुमान note कलो. ଆମେ ଯାହା
Yes, sir.
discussion କଲେ. Now the
Yes,
second
yes,
part
sir.
ku jiba. Second part is what is curriculum? এই পেপর টি কি ভলরে পড়ুথাও. जो माने सब बीएड करिच, एमए करूच, आपरे स्कूल ब्रांच ओएस बाहरिबो दबो ना नाही परीक्षा? हैं?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
हां. एतरे एजुकेशनल मैनेजमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन क्वेश्चन पळे पड़े. अदर सब्जेक्ट पढ़िया सहित एथरु गुडे आसे. तेणु ठीक रे पढुथा बुझुथा. What is curriculum? First you tell what is curriculum in your own language. निज लैंग्वेज रे को curriculum कोन?
सर करिकुलम कहले आमे एटा बुझताउ कि आमे जे कोनोसी गोटे क्लास हे गला बा गोटे किछि गोटे कोर्स हे गला तापे गोटे करिकुलम बनिता जो करिकुलम टा कि हमर जो ऑब्जेक्टिव तार गोटे लर्निंग आउटकम ता फुलफिल करिया पे एतरे बहुत गुडे ऑब्जेक्टिव थाए, लर्निंग कंटेंट थाए, एक्सपीरियंस थाए, स्ट्रेटजीज थाए, असेसमेंट केमिति करिबा केमिति वे रे अचीवमेंट ता पाइबो सेता ऊपर सिस्टमैटिक करके ऑर्गेनाइज करा जाय.
Yes. Any other? जहाँ जानिछ को समस्त मत निजर मतामत दियो. हैं? को हाँ नमस्कार. जोड़े क्लास रे अछि. आ तमे ऑनलाइन क्लास करनो तो क्लास पूरा चली छी. क्लास आज टू स्टार्ट इज ना करो जॉइन करो सब. अच्छी क्लास रे कथा बा सत्र रे. हां खाली तपन किछि दा रेस्पॉन्स देले आउ के नाही.
The curriculum includes both the scholastic and co-scholastic areas.
Very good. Activities in scholastic and scholastic areas. Okay, very good. Similarly, in others' opinion,
The curriculum is a set of experience that
very
is
good.
achieved in an academic year.
Good. Similarly, any other?
Sir, curriculum is the sum total of curricular and co-curricular activities.
Okay. Okay, good. So here in this slide, two educationist definitions I have been shared. What are the what is curriculum? G. Haas. According to G. Haas, the curriculum is all of the experiences that individual learners have in a program of education whose purpose is to achieve broad goals and related specific objectives, which are planned in terms of a framework of theory and research or past and post professional practice. Curriculum is all of the experiences. Variety of it includes variety of experiences. Curriculum includes variety of experiences. Why? To give the education to the individual learner. For which purpose? To achieve the broad goals and objectives and specific objectives. To achieve the broad goal and specific objective, curriculum is essential. And curriculum is to be believed on planned theoretical aspect, research, and past and professional practices. This is the definition of curriculum by G. Haas. Similarly, another educationist, Cunningham, according to him, curriculum is a tool in the hands of the artist. Who is the artist here? Here, teacher is the artist. To model, to bring change or modification in his material. The material is the pupil. In accordance with his ideal in his studio. What is the studio? Now the school is the studio. So in his definition, three important words are there. The teacher is the artist. The pupil is the material. And studio, the school is the studio. The artist works in the studio to bring change, to modify the material, that means the pupil's behavior, pupil's learning. This is the definition of curriculum according to Cunningham. Curriculum transaction is the effective and desired implementation. Curriculum transaction is the effective and desired implementation of the curriculum content on the basis of aim and objective listed in the curriculum. I mean, curriculum changes in different disciplines. So curriculum of history subject or discipline may not be equal with the political science or mathematics or physics. So transaction must be changed as per the desired content on the basis of aim and objective. Then the curriculum transaction can become effective. Curriculum also incorporates effective planning for providing learning experience to the students. Organization, planning, administration, or implementation are very important aspects of curriculum transaction. First, we have to organize or the plan, then implement. This is very important. Another important point is methods of curriculum transaction. Teacher-centered approach. Under teacher-centered approach, what are the different methods? Now, one method is lecturer method. What is lecturer method? Now, one have to only speaks, and others will be listen. आमे सब जेतले कॉलेज रे पढुथलु आम सार माने आसंती 45 मिनिट पूरा भाषण देकी जानते आमे खाली ऊपर को अनै थाउ चाहि थाउ किंतु आजि दिन रे आमे सेही टेक्निक की अडॉप्ट करू छे की यस व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन
सर बहुत कम यूज होची लेक्चर मतलब डिपेंड करूची को सिचुएशन हायर एजुकेशन ने यूज कले चलबो किंतु लोकल मतलब लोअर क्लास रे जते आमे student centric method use करियो better हबो active participation रख
even in the higher classes also In the higher classes, no student is today the students have no patience to listen hours and hours together. Mind it. ଏଟା ମନେ ରଖ ସମସ୍ତେ. No one has patience to listen, only sit listen. ସେ ଭିତରେ 5ଟା ନିଦ ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଯାଇଥିବ ପିଲାଙ୍କର କ୍ଲାସ ସଇଲା ବେଳକୁ ଦିନ ଆଗ.
Yes, sir.
So to make active and interactive of the learners, the teacher must be focused on interactive approach, interactive activities, question answer activities. That is very important. Even if in online platform, I am always encouraging you all in every classes I am taking in online platform to make it to make it interactive. Why? Now with interaction, you may not feel any boring. You do not feeling any. mo galathro dekhichi sir jo nauthile last class re ki amar mishra sir jane ke boss re achi join karchi class re ke se re mo raguni just कहूची ता अर्थ कोन जने देखि जाउची जॉइन करची सुनुची से अलगा कथा. So if you cannot make interactive, 2 hours class is there. Without interaction in online platform 2 घंटा जने सुनिबो ना ता नित धई जाइतबो. Second, this is counseling class. Counseling class is not related to completion of a course like a face to face mode program. This class helps you after your self study. What doubts are there, you have to put your doubts and I try my best to clear up your doubts. Or any other student friend in this platform can help you to clear up your doubts. Therefore, without interaction, how can we do this? So under method of curriculum transaction, if we think about teacher-centered approach or method, in teacher-centered approach, lecture is also a method, lecture method. Demonstration, who demonstrates? The teacher demonstrates. Team teaching, but a group of students are there, one person will come and say something that is teaching. So these are the different methods under teacher-centered approach. Learner-centered approach, that is self-learning method. This is very important. Learner-centered approach, that is teacher-centered approach. This is learner-centered approach. Under learner-centered approach, what is there? Now self-learning method should be used. Self-learning means who will learn? The student will learn, the child will learn, the learner will learn. Self-learning method. Personalized system of instruction. Equity and equality both are to be followed up. Why it is say personalized? So individual requirement need is different. Every individual's ability is different. When ability is different, automatically requirement is different. When requirement is different, so support service should be different. Common support service may not be give assistance to all. Computer assisted instruction. Computer assisted instruction. So while we are now, you are in the online platform, I am in the online platform. I am with my laptop and you are with your laptop or tablet or your mobile phone. Am I clear? You all are in mobile phone or laptop or tablet. I am in laptop with my room. So computer assisted instruction is going on.
Yes, sir.
Project work. Variety of project work are to be given in the assignment context of the students. They are involved themselves with their interest and they can learn. So these are the different elements of learner-centered approach. Then methods of curriculum transaction, that is group-centered. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ group centered କଥା କହୁଛେ, one is discussion. It is very important technique. Discussion. That is also known as question answer. Through question answer, we are discuss. Putting some example or contextual hints, then we can open the forum for discussion. Then boss session. Boss session is also like that. tutorial session, tutorial classes. When I am a college student, there were tutorial classes. Now tutorial classes concept has been gone. In our training colleges, there is no concept. In general colleges, whether tutorial classes sessions are there, I am not concerned with this. Then debates. Debate is very good activity. So from early life, every child should be encouraged and assisted to participate in different debatable forums, seminars, national seminar, international seminar, state level seminar, departmental seminar. In our college level, seminars are to be organized, and all the students are to be facilitated how to participate and prepare their paper and present. That can help them to improve their content knowledge as well as presentation skill or communication skill. Similarly, like seminar, symposium, panel discussion, brainstorming session, role play sessions, these are the different methods of curriculum transactions which are to be implemented in group centered. ए समस्त कार्य कला बेले देख जेते सब एक्टिविटी कथा हमें देइचे स्लाइड रे ए सब गुडाक एवरी एक्टिविटी विल बी डन और ऑर्गेनाइज्ड इन ए ग्रुप or individually or pair. No, individual and pair cannot be done. All activities are done in a group. Am I right?
Yes, sir, right.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is symposium?
Like a seminar, what is symposium? Car kon ideas to share karo. What is symposium? Yes? Anybody? हाँ कार की आइडिया नहीं
No, sir.
व्हाट इज शेयर करो यस अरे आमे सब मीटिंग करूचे कॉन्फ्रेंस करूचे जानिचे ना जानने
Yes, sir.
when a meeting is organized or a discussion platform is organized on a particular subject, that is known as symposium. In a particular subject we have to organize, and in that platform everybody can give their opinion or their points of discussion, focus on the points of discussion on what? On a particular subject. The topic we are selecting, that will be taken into consideration on the discussion platform. For example, if we can say the causes of Second World War or the causes of First World War. On that causes of Second World War and First World War, all the participants will be give their opinion. They will talk about it. तार ऊपर से समस्ते कहिबे. That is symposium. काहे symposium करा जाए? Now, this is also an enriching program, learning enhancement program, learning enrichment program. एथिरे कंटेंट नॉलेज बढ़े जने प्रिपेयर करिक आसीबो कहिबो ता ऊपर तार कम्युनिकेशन स्किल डेवलप करिवो कंटेंट नॉलेज कम्युनिकेशन स्किल तार थॉट क्रिएटिवनेस एगुडा को इंप्रूव करथाय. सो दीज ऑल आर डिबेट हो सेमिनार हो सिम्पोजियम हो पैनल डिस्कशन हो ए समस्त गुडा को होची एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज. दीज ऑल आर एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज. बुझियला क्लासरूम रे हमें केवल पाठ पढ़ेबा ता नुहे ए सब एक्टिविटी हम जेते चाहबा सेते करिबा काहे कि ना स्टूडेंट्स रो सही थरे परफॉर्मेंस बढ़िबो तार कम्युनिकेशन स्किल बढ़िबो कंटेंट नॉलेज बढ़िबो वेराइटी ऑफ टेक्निक्स से लर्न करिवो हाउ टू यूज इन द डे टू डे लाइफ इन अदर कॉन्टेक्स्ट और एनी अदर सिचुएशन प्लान प्रोग्राम स्किल सिखिला हाउ टू ऑर्गेनाइज दैट स्किल विल बी लर्नड ए सब गुड़ाक या होची आउ कार कोन डाउट अछि पचार
सर बूथ सेक्शन
हैं
सर बूथ सेक्शन
बड़पाटी
बूथ सेक्शन
बॉज अर्थ कोन लाइक डिस्कशन आमे सब विभिन्न टर्मिनोलॉजी व्यवहार करिचे बट फंक्शन इज एवरी फंक्शन इज जेमति सेमिनार रे गोटे कंसर्न टॉपिक सब थीम रहउची से थीम सब थीम रे आमे प्रिपेयर करू गोटे पेपर प्रेजेंट करूचे से पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन कला पर विभिन्न डिस्कशन फोरम का में आसुचे जेतले सिम्पोजियम आमे करूचे पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक रिलेटेड जहां हमें जानिचे सेठी हमें कहूचे ताहा पर आमे अन्य माने सुनिवार सुयोग पाउछंती सेही डिस्कशन बॉज सेशन गोटे सेशन नबा एनी प्रोग्राम बा रिलेटेड एक्टिविटी से कंटेंट रिलेटेड एवं से कंटेंट रिलेटेड अन्य मानकर जहाँ जहाँ सब मत अच्छे से माने देबे लास्टली हमें कंक्लूड रे पहुंचीबा जे दिस इज द मीनिंग और कांसेप्ट ऑफ दिस पॉइंट दिस एरिया अच्छा नेक्स्ट media support in curriculum transaction during curriculum transaction what different media support we are taking into consideration one is visual media what is visual media
टीवी स्मार्ट बोर्ड्स
सर चार्ट हे गला
Channel
पेपर हे गला कि चीज टीएलएम जोटा
Tablets.
हमें हैंड नोट बने था
which
सर टीवी तो ऑडियो विजुअल
in
एडर
total
पड़ेगा
or in a sentence we can say which touch our eyesight we can visualize and we can observe also after visualizing that is visual media maybe chart map globe or any video any film or any other platform where we can visualize we can look we can observe audio media it is
सर
related
रेडियो
to
हे गला ओनली ऑडियो
radio it is related to our ear we can hear we can listen that is audio media audio visual media both there is scope for listening and as well as visualizing audio visual television film these are the examples e-learning internet learning online facilities community resources social media platforms variety of social media platforms are there like YouTube WhatsApp Telegram variety of social media platforms are there so these are the media support in curriculum transaction so while a teacher plan to transact the curriculum so variety of media support service is there everything is available today everything is available with our close distance ଆମ ପାଖରେ ସବୁ ଅଛି ଆଜିକାଲି everybody has android mobile phone so android mobile phone helps us in variety of ways everybody has the television so it also help us in variety of ways to transact the curriculum effectively inside the classroom then next is evaluation who can say what is evaluation
सर इवैल्यूएशन इज ए वैल्यू जजमेंट बेस्ड ऑन असेसमेंट सर हमें कहि परिबा कि केते बेला हमें गोटे टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस रे हमें टेस्ट करथाउ टेस्ट कला पर हमें माकी छ मेजरमेंट करथाउ मेजरमेंट कला पर असेसमेंट हेता से असेसमेंट और मेजरमेंट और डाटा को नहीं कि हमें गोटे किछि वैल्यू जजमेंट करता ताको डिटरमाइन करता कि एटा रॉन्ग एटा राइट तो एटा का हमें इवैल्यूएशन रहता
okay good any other who can give their opinion अन्यमान के मतामत दियो
इवैल्यूएशन डिटरमाइन टू whether the learning objective fulfill or not
yes okay yes any other
Evaluation determine value or merit.
okay Okay. So, evaluation is a systematic process. Evaluation is a systematic process. Not only a process, but also a systematic process. Why? Not to identify what strength and weakness of the learners. Every child has strength and every child has weakness. And what is the strength and weakness? What is the learning need of the child? That can be assessed through evaluation. That can be stressed out. That can be find out through evaluation. Because evaluation is a systematic process. In a systematic process, what we are doing? Now we are identifying what is the strength and what is the weakness of the student. And what are the ways we finalize, analyzing the strength and weakness of the child. What are the different ways and techniques we we can follow to modify the behavior of the students, to meet the learning need of the students, and what strategy we have to adopt to meet the learning need of the students. That is very important. Evaluation of pupil progress is a major aspect of the teacher's job. We know assessment is the very important part of the duty of a teacher. So every moment, a teacher must have to assess the performance, the ability of the learner. Why? And to give support service. What type of support service the child requires? We know through assessment a good picture of where the pupil is and how he is progressing in fundamental to effective teaching by a teacher and to effective learning by a pupil. To make teaching learning effective, regular assessment is very essential. Regular evaluation is very essential. Without evaluation or without assessment, we cannot know the strength and weakness of the child, and therefore we cannot give appropriate support service to the child. So this is all about the concept of evaluation. What is the need of evaluation? Why evaluation is important? One is screening the entry behavior. Evaluation is essential to screen the entry behavior of the student. What is the behavior? What is the ability? What is the learning? What is the strength and weakness of the student? To know it, evaluation is essential. And evaluation is also essential to identify children with special educational need. Special educational need. What do you mean by special educational need? Who can say? What do you mean by special educational need? Anybody?
EWSN,
Yes, yes.
PH, physically handicapped students.
No. Special
सर
educational
आमे
need.
सर आमे कहि परियो कि चिल्ड्रेन विथ जो स्पेशल नीड माने तांकर किसी जो क्रिएटिव पावर थाए जो माने आंसर भल से देई परसन से माने हे गले आउ किछि सर जदी जो स्पेशल डिसेबिलिटी हे गला जदी डिस्कैलकुलिया डिस्ग्राफिया.
Yes, in addition to all these, what other part we can include? Some students are very, very good in mathematics. They are very weak in language. Special educational need is also related to language, achievement in language of that child.
Sir, FLN.
Therefore, FLN, giving focus on FLN, foundational literacy and numeracy. Some are very weak in mathematics. They are doing better in language. Some are doing very good in cricket or volleyball or football, but very doing poor in mathematics. Then determining strength and weakness. To know the strength and weakness of the student, evaluation is essential. Then diagnose the problem. Diagnose the problem means why the student have poor performance, poor achievement. That is also diagnosed to find out the reason why the student is very poor in the achievement, in the performance. That must have been taken into consideration. Monitoring progress. Another important point need is monitoring progress. What is the progress of the child? Whether the child is progressing or not progressing. If progressing, what is the percentage of progression? That have to be monitored. Developing good study habits among students. Evaluation is also important to improve the good study habit of the learners. Therefore, the need evaluation is essential. These are the different needs of evaluation. What are the approaches to evaluation? One is formative, another is summative.
Summative.
What is formative and what is summative? Anybody? What is formative and what is summative?
Formative assessment refers to organize evaluation on the process of the teaching during the process of instruction. एटा कहि परिबा से फॉर्मेटिव असेसमेंट हमें ड्यूरिंग द सेक्शन रे नै था और स्टूडेंट रो इंप्रूवमेंट रो चांस एतरे बेसी थाए समेटिव असेसमेंट एंड ऑफ द सेक्शन रे नै था एतरे हमें स्टूडेंट रो इंप्रूवमेंट रे कम चांस था एज कंपेयर टू फॉर्मेटिव असेसमेंट फॉर्मेटिव असेसमेंट टिके लेस स्टैंडर्डाइज था और समेटिव टी स्टैंडर्डाइज कहि परिबा
जोड़ाए शब्द लेख समस्त आग प्रोसेस बेस्ड
प्रोडक्ट
सेकंड इज प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड
Best.
so formative is process based why process based now during the learning activity teaching learning activities we are assessing the student to give support on the part of their weakness doubts difficulties and enhances their learning and formative evaluation is also very essential to improve the achievement of the learners. So it is process based. Summative evaluation is product based. Why? It is judgmental. After 6 months or 1 year, we can know the position, place of the child secured. What is the percentage of mark the child secured? So it is related to product based. Bujiyala? No doubt?
No, sir.
yes sir
Another slide is evaluation strategies of institutions. In an institution, what are the different strategies we are adopting to evaluate the students' performance? What are the different strategies? These are the different strategies. One is individual presentation. We are giving the assignment and task the students doing at home and submit to the teacher individually. When we are giving them for written examination, their answer on the written questions individual. This is individual presentation. We ask the question orally, individual student, and he or she can only individually answer the teacher. Then group presentation. Presentation need a group. Group work is there, where there is a group work. So collaboratively and cooperatively, all the group students complete the work and assignment and they present in a group. Class quiz. So quiz competition we are to organized in mathematics, in science, in social science, in language, everywhere. Mid-term examination, term and examination. Assess essay 1, essay 2. SA1, SA2, who can say what is SA1 and SA2?
Sir, SA1 summative
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 assessment
assessment
1.
assessment 1, summative assessment 2.
The summative one टा कौन जोटा हमें कहते हैं half yearly.
Yes,
SA2 is annual.
annual.
This है कोई midterm examination, that is SA1, term end, that is
SA2.
very good. Class participation. So classroom participation must be ensured. It is the very important and foremost duty of a teacher to ensure all the child to participate actively in the classroom transaction, classroom activities. Without active participation in the classroom, we do not expect better result, better performance of the students. Individual research project are to be given. आजिकल स्कूल रे कॉलेज रे हम सब प्रोजेक्ट दोचे पिला मानु for their involvement, for their active involvement of the mind, we are giving individual research projects. Group research projects, some projects are given in a group to complete, to do and complete. That is group research project. We are conducting viva voice also. We are asking some questions and the students are to answer on the related project or related topic or related subject. So these are the different strategies of institutions which are to be taken up to evaluate, to assess the child's performance, child's achievement level. So these are all about the today's class on what different strategies to manage the class for evaluating the. Next hela management of evaluation. How can a teacher manage the evaluation process or evaluative activities? It is too difficult. Everybody knows. आमे समस्त जानी चाहिए तो हमें second year हेलानी. We must prepare the questions in the cognitive area, that is the knowledge type, understanding, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. First three are lower order questions, second three are higher order questions. But we are always giving focus on lower order questions. But really, we should give focus on higher order questions. Higher order question help the student, help the individual to think creatively, to think critically, to involve and to analyze logically, and it helps to solve the problem of the students. So ये समस्त दिगों को हमें विचार करिकरी steps नवा दरकार. What are the different techniques and steps are to be adopted to manage the evaluation system in the school. Management of evaluation means how evaluation can be conducted in an effective and efficient manner using variety of resources which are available in the educational institution. And it is a process that ensures effective implementation of evaluation strategies for effective achievement of purpose of evaluation. So what are the chief purpose of evaluation that must be fulfilled? To get into the conclusion, to fulfill the purpose for achieving the learning objectives, more and more support service is required. To render support service, the evaluation is very important. It occupies the important place and position. Then steps of management of evaluation. What are the different steps while we are managing the evaluation process? One step is deciding the curriculum and sample question paper. First step is what curriculum we have to select and what sample question paper we have to prepare. Okay. Then deciding the curriculum and sample question paper, then setting up of examination center. As per curriculum, question paper will be prepared. Then examination center should be fixed out. And where the students are uh, sit in the examination and feel comfortable. Then getting a question paper set. So examination center will receive the question paper set. Secrecy must be maintained. Conduct of examination at the center is very important, and transparency must be maintained. Evaluation of examination scripts. After examination, the answer script of students will be evaluated, assessed. Process of examination scores are to be recorded. Preparation of result and publication of result is another aspect. Lastly, issue of a degree or diploma certificates. So these are the different steps of management of evaluation. While we are managing the evaluation, these steps we have to follow. We have to adopt it. Otherwise, students cannot manage their activities. They cannot improve. They cannot achieve the learning outcome at their own level. So in this class, we have already discussed on these, how many slides? 17 slides, perhaps 17 slides. Am I right?
Yes, sir. 17 slides.
17 slides. This is 17 slides. Under 17 slides, we have to discuss what? What is classroom? The concept of classroom. How classroom should be managed? What are the need for classroom management? Schools of thought on classroom management. Determinants of classroom management. Then what is curriculum? Curriculum transaction. Methods of curriculum transaction, that is teacher-centered approach and student-centered approach. Methods of curriculum transaction in a group-centered approach. Media support in curriculum transaction. Concept of evaluation. Need of evaluation. Approaches to evaluation under it, formative and summative assessment. Evaluation strategies of institutions. The different institutions are adopting variety of strategies. Then management of evaluation and steps of management of evaluation. These are the points of discussion of this class on these 17 slides. So let us discuss other slides and other points in the next class. Thank you all for listening me 2 hours. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay. अच्छा गोटे मिनिट जाई न था रही था